This is my 1990 Nissan EXA, and its lights are kind of crap. These headlights are about as useful as a phone torch or a candle. Okay, this one's unplugged at the moment because I was tinkering with some things, so we'll disregard that. But that one, it works. You can see it's shining. It's not the best. Even these guys are almost brighter than the friggin' actual headlight. I mean, the camera makes it look better, but yeah. But we have a new install, which looks like this. This is the Bushdoof 5x7 RGB LED headlights. They have like the ring around it, which is like RGB and looks really cool. And then they're just naturally bright ass headlights.
All right, pause. While we're talking about the specs, we're gonna give a huge thank you to Bushdoof Headlights for sponsoring today's video. If your car has old, really crappy yellow lights, basically like candles, highly recommend upgrading to these LED RGB headlights. If you have any old JDM that has like the 5x7s, even Miatas, you can upgrade to these headlights. Any four-wheel drives, pretty much all four-wheel drives is what they're tailored for, aerials, things like that. Bushdoof is your one-stop shop. If you use code Ronan Preston, you get 5% off your order. I will have the link in the description. Anyway, let's get back to the video.
So I will be installing these into here, replacing them. Well, bam. Now overall just like kind of look nicer with the car because they're like a blacked out headlight, where then when they're off, like, you know, it's got that old look to it. We're trying to modernize it, but not modernize it too much, even though we are going for a bit of a sex spec build with this beauty. So yeah, let's start ripping some things out, slap these headlights in and do some fandangle wiring. Alrighty, to start, we just got to remove the headlight covers. There's just 4 little screws inside. Good thing about these headlight covers, once they're off, you can use them as screw holders. They're like that perfect little dish, bowl type shape. So yeah. One thing I do need to do with this headlight though is adjust it, because it's been colliding with the bonnet, which is why I haven't really used the flippies. And I want to use a flippies. I want to wave to my fellow flip cars, you know? But I got to figure that part out. So let's chuck that there, chuck the screws in there. Now I got to figure out how to get the actual headlight out. I know I've got to take this little plastic bit off. And that'll come off. And then I think there's 4 screws which look crazy rusted. Holy crap. Take them off, pop the headlight out, pop the new one in. Should be good to go. There's 4 what looked like used to be flathead screwdrivers or screws. It has now turned into what looks like fuck all. This is gonna be interesting. Yep. Alrighty, these screws look absolutely beautiful. We've got some trusty WD-40, the man's perfume. I'm hoping this will free up a little bit of the fun stuff. If not, we're in for a treat, that's for sure. Oh yeah, they are stripped. Oh, that one's not too bad. This one's gone. Absolute goners. Just gonna... I might have to grab the angle grinder and turn it into a flathead. I think we're gonna have to do that. I hope these ones aren't too bad. Oh, that one's loose. That's good. So's that one. It's never just a straightforward thing on old cars. Oh yes. I am quite surprised that worked. Please. Yes. Free. Alrighty. So I just gave this a bit of a clean just because there was a bunch of dirt in there. But we've got a little headlight. Little hokey pokey. In she goes. Oh, damn. Is that the right way? That is the right way. That actually looks naturally mean. I know it's just off, but it looks so much better. And then you know what I might do? Just grab one of these. Actually, it's not even that one. Grab one of these. functioning fucking screws. Let me get a more screw, stick the screws in, put the covers back on, and then we'll do a little reveal, hey? Alright, headlights in, which is good. Technically, connector. I don't know if I should shorten that or anything. Maybe waterproof it. Actually, I'm never driving this thing in the rain anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We also have the connector for the RGB indicator, stuff like that. So there's indicators around this, which is kind of nice. I've got indicators down here and driving lights down here. Can I just like show that with the camera? Yeah, so you can see there and there. Yeah, which is kind of nice. Got those, which I can backfeed off to go to the controller, which go to these. So I might do that now. While this is all apart, it might be easier to like stick the fingers in there with a multimeter, figure out what wires what. Could use a wiring diagram, but that thing is 10 years old and crashes my laptop every time, so we won't be doing that. So yeah, I can see 3 wires. So let's play the game of what's what and the what. Cool, we've back probed these, gone down, got ourselves a reading for the little light right there, to the indicator. So, what is it, red? Yeah, the red one is obviously light. I think it's a green wire that's in there. That's why I've done it red and green here, so I can just remember colours. Colours are hard. And now we can do some back probing, some piggybacking, some splicing, wire some shit in. Good to go. Do the same thing over here for the harness over here to get this indicator. Yeah, and then these will be indicators as well. So it'll be indicator, indicator, indicator. It's a lot of indicating. I hope people can see that I'm turning. Alrighty, so this is the harness that we have to install for the headlights. We've got left, right, and that's just for like the RGB stuff. And then this is the main power and stuff. So you got red and black, which is power, white, which is driving lights, which is the little ones down here. And then we've also got indicators left and right. So good thing is these are spade connectors, which just means I can piggyback some things, run some leads, and connect to spade connector, chuck some heat shrink over it. Good to go. I might see if I can de-pin these and splice into it. That'll be easier, because I prefer to de-pin than to splice into wires to keep it somewhat original. So I've decided to take this old headlight out, because then I can just patch into this, plug in some things, some extenders, or some wiring, run that up to the actual harness itself, and then we're good to go. So I can do this on my toolbox and not have to sit on my knees and be a dickhead. So yeah, I'm going to migrate over there, and then we can do some bibbidi-bobbidi-boop. Alrighty, so my game plan here is we're going to patch in to pretty much right here. We've got our driving light and our indicator. Patching into that. Do little piggybacks out. We've got little spade connectory things that'll just pop out. And then we'll basically just make extension leads that go to the point. I was going to make this go all the way to the point, but it's more for ease of removing this. I just want to be able to like disconnect it here. Disconnect all these 3 and then remove the whole front bar. Just because this is part of the front bar. So, little piggyback with little U-turns. So like cord's about wee big. Patch, good to go. There's only 2 coming out. And yeah, sick. So I'm gonna start doing this. And yeah, we'll Houdini back here. Alrighty, she's done. Almost looks like I bought one, if I must say to myself. We got our driving light on. We got our indicator for the left side, and then our main harness for the actual light that's here. This will be getting some custom globes eventually. But yeah, we'll start this back in the car, run some more wires, plug her all in, give her a test, see how she goes. Yeah! Alrighty, so we have, wherever I put it, over here, the complete harness, which is fantastic. And then we have the little extenders for the indicator and the driver light, which will go to this headlight and the harness that's there. We have the Bushdoof proper headlight harness, which is here. I've already wired in the positive, did some things there because I've technically doubled it onto the other headlight harness that I have. I've technically made it removable just for future things like harness tucks, engine bay shave, things like that. I know I'm going to be doing those in the future because there's so much shit in there. We've attached some cables, we've attached some bits, some bobs. All we got to do is just put the outskirts on and she's done. Technically a little bit of cable management as well might have to be done, but I think she's ready to be turned on. Now I have fucking, that looks mean. Bit of that. Oh yeah, okay, it looks kind of cool, right? Fucking mean. Damn, that looks good.
We're on day 2 of the car, round 2 of the Nissan EXA. I want to get the lights done. I did overtime at work today and was just like, I'm tired, but I want the lights done so I can take this to work because it's going to be 27 degrees tomorrow, a gorgeous day. So yeah, let's slap this second light in. Let's get this done. Reverse process of what we did before. So I'm going to route the cables, do all the indicator stuff, get it all to here, make this all neat, and basically this is just going to go sick. So I have routed some wires, tucked some wires, done some things, disregard that and that. Alright, I have an idea for how many to full harness when the car is getting like fully re-harnessed in a sense. Not doing that now, but light 1, light 2, I might just shut the bonnet. Give me one sec. Alrighty, done. The lights are in. They look sick. Let me turn them on. My phone's on 9%. We can film an outro on 9% surely. Anyway, yeah, lights look good. Turn them on. Dude, that looks mean. And then we also have the hazards and shit. That looks good. That's fucking mad. And then we can turn those. There's a sick little startup animation when you turn your low beams on, or the lights on, and then we have low beam, high beam, which I am about to go for a little drive. My housemate's going to join me, and we're just going to suss them out in night time, because it's technically night right now. So yeah.
I've got to set myself up on...
Here we go. Lights and lights. Alrighty guys, if you enjoyed today's video, feel free to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff that you normally know in every friggin' video there is. But I'm actually sort of new to the whole car content-y world of what to do, how to do it. I'm sort of dabbling around. I love this car. It's so rare, it's so unique. I'm going to be doing as much as I can for it. If you want to support me, I do have an Etsy down below that I'll be selling random shit for cars, random prank items to put to your car's friends, like little dick valves, things like that. And mods for the EXA, just basic things, if you own an EXA that is. And I also have like a throne down there so you can buy me upgrades for the car, and or a donate button if you feel like donating to the cause. Also got an email if you're a business and feel like reaching out, so feel free to do that. But other than that, once again, please go use code Ronan for 5% off your order on the Bushdoof website. I will have my affiliated link down below and all my other links. If you enjoyed it, smash that love button, give me some love, comment fucking unicorns if you made it this far in the video, because then I know you are an absolute homie. But we will see you on the next one. I'm not sure what I'll be doing. It's probably either paint related or a steering wheel replacement, because I did a steering wheel replacement, recorded it, forgot audio, so I'll be doing it again. Anyway, you legends have a fucking wonderful day, wonderful night, wonderful morning, and I'll see you guys soon. Yeah, baby!